Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the Nexx X70 helmet available at RevZilla.com. So what you're going to see on the table in front of me is going to be your premium scooter helmet from Nexx. The X70 is currently available in just one graphic, and that is the Groovy graphic you're going to see right here. Really what you're seeing is almost like a textured leather type feel to this. You're going to have a leather strap running to the top, and you are going to have that piece of metal which just gives you that shine, that contrast, offsetting the matte black. But keep in mind, this is going to be a premium helmet. This is coming around the $330 price point. That's a lot of coin for a scooter helmet. So let's break down exactly what you're getting. So with the X70, this is going to utilize their X Matrix fiberglass composite shell. This is going to have two different shell sizes now. So extra small up to medium, and then large to 3XL are going to be your shell breakdowns. It is going to be a DOT ECE rated lid. Round oval. Now we're going to call this round oval from a fitment standpoint. That means it's a little bit shorter front to back, more room in the side of the head, and it is going to work for the majority of you folks out there that have a round noodle on top of your shoulders. This is going to also be a relatively light helmet, around 2 pounds 15 ounces when we threw the large on the scale. But keeping in mind that this isn't going to have a chin bar, you know, that kind of takes away some of the weight savings. If this was a full-faced helmet, that would be a tremendously lightweight lid. Now what you'll notice, they've actually done this really kind of a neat thing for the face shield on this, where it is not a quick removable face shield. There's a little Phillips head screw underneath there, but they've kind of disguised it with this little rubber stopper. So one of the things to note is you still need to get that out, but it's a little bit more of a kind of a mass design. The only nitpick or flaw that I see here is if these aren't pushed back in exactly perfectly, I could see a lot of people losing this little rubber stopper over time and end up just with that Phillips head screw shining through. Face shield on this is going to be a really robust design. I really like the face shields that Nexx are doing on their retro-inspired open face style helmets. You do get a really kind of a closed feel to this. There is different levels of detents in there, and like I said, you can pull it off completely and run this with goggles if you want to, just with those two Phillips head screws on either side. Now there's no vents with this helmet, and the rest of the helmet shelf standpoint is going to be very simple, very basic. So let's go ahead and we'll flip it over and we'll take a look at the inside. So one of the things to note, it is going to use their X-Smart dry shell to this, and it is going to have the ratchet strap design. Now personally, I'm not a huge fan of ratchet straps. I like a traditional double D-ring, but for those of you that like the quick closure, this works very nicely. You do have the metal construction for that, and one of the things to note is you now have an adjustment strap on the right side, so you don't have to worry about that ratchet strap kind of pushing in under your neck. You can give yourself a little bit more room to play with, and this was a problem that I've seen from some manufacturers with other ratchet straps, and I like the fact that Nexx now has this as an adjustable feature. Taking a look at the interior, very minimal in its design. It is that X-Smart dry interior with this, and you will notice it's simple Velcro to pull it out, and then you have these rubber pieces that Velcro to the actual inside of the liner, little hard plastic pieces rather than rubber, I meant. And then you will notice slight contour, very simple in its design. You will have slight indentations on the inside, so if you run speakers, that's where the speaker would go. And this is going to be a nice little advancement for those of you out there that do want to run a comm system. Pulling out both sides, we'll take a look at the interior very quickly, and you will note that it is not going to have any snaps on the front of this, and just that additional little piece of hard plastic with Velcro on the back to hold into place, so you don't have to worry about any discomfort on the forehead, on the brow. From some manufacturers that put snaps there, sometimes those go ahead and they push against your forehead. Really, comfort's the name of the game with this helmet. And you will note that you do have channeled cutouts in the EPS liner, but just keep in mind there's really no venting allowing air to get in there. Any vent that, or any air rather, that pushes through from the front does help to channel a little bit back to the back, and you will notice some foam inserts on the inside as well, helping with additional comfort. For those of you out there looking for a premium scooter helmet, the X70 is going to be your option from Nexx. And like I said, as of right now, this is the only graphic available. This is the Groovy, but we expect to see some additional graphics coming down the line from Nexx for their X70 line. Now, there's a lot of folks out there utilizing Nexx helmets, and if you want to hear more about what they have to say, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are already putting an X70 through its paces. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which helmet is right for you and your riding style, you can give me a shout, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot over an email to cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Nexx X70. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.